Commissioners, my name is Don Rodgers, and like one of our former governors, I'm a gay American.
We can't hear you. We can't hear
My name is Don Rodgers, and like one of our former governors, I'm a gay American. I'm 54 years old and live in Pensacola, New Jersey, in a home bought and paid for with my partner, Joe. Joe and I are both veterans of the Vietnam War, and I am medically retired from the U.S. Navy because of injuries received during that time. 23 years ago, Joe and I met during a training program to help AIDS victims. This was before the cause of AIDS was known or the disease even named. Over the next 2 years, we fell in love and finally moved in together. We worked together on AIDS issues for 6 years until finally the emotional and physical toll caused us to quit. We have maintained a home and lived together continuously since that time. On February 23rd, 2007, 3 days before Joe's 65th birthday, Joe and I were married in a civil union ceremony by the mayor of Pensacola. 21 years ago, when Joe and I first got together, marriage for the two of us was inconceivable. I thank the courts, legislature, executive, and the people of New Jersey for that opportunity. I use the word marriage here based on a quote from the New Jersey Supreme Court Lewis v. Harris decision. However the legislature may act, same-sex couples will be free to call their relationships by the name they choose. I choose marriage. Joe is not with me this evening, nor have I used his last name, because his job would be in jeopardy if it was known by his boss or his co-workers that he is gay. This fear limits the extent that we can enforce our civil rights. After our marriage, I attempted to contact the company that I work for to seek benefits for Joe based on our civil union. Joe doesn't receive any benefits from his work. For months I called and sent emails asking about medical benefits for Joe. All of my attempts to get this information were simply ignored. Calls or emails were never returned or even acknowledged. Only this month did I receive a reply that medical benefits were only available to legally married spouses. I was also told that civil unions were not marriage and were certainly not recognized by the state of Georgia, where their medical plan was contracted. As for the future, there's much talk of ending DOMA, repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and passing the federal ENDA. Should these happen, Joe should be eligible for retirement benefits based on his being my spouse. However, you can be assured that the U.S. Navy, the Social Security Administration, and the rest of the federal government will recognize marriage, not civil unions, spouses, not partners. I have with me on the table there a pink triangle, an armband worn by a man imprisoned for being gay in the Dachau death camp near Munich, Germany during World War II. These are rare. The Holocaust Museum in Washington, D.C. has one, its entire collection. Almost all of these were destroyed as the death camps were liberated, because wearing one meant that you were automatically imprisoned for 5 years under the Allies because you were gay. It's a constant reminder to me of what being second class means. That anything short of full rights may mean no rights. The Lewis v. Harris decision said, although the courts can ensure legal treatment, they cannot guarantee social acceptance, which must come through the evolving ethos of a maturing society. Plaintiff's quest does not end here. The next appeal must be to their fellow citizens. I believe that the legislature has essentially passed equal laws for marriage and civil unions. However, because of the difference in the name, Joe and I do not have equal rights. I'm willing to fight for acceptance. I've done that for the past 34 years. What I need is equal treatment. What I want is the word marriage. Thank you.